Hello everybody, this is an update video for Power Composer showing off what's new since the last time I made a video. And I'm going to start off by showing off a little demo that I made. So here we go. Alright, now I'm going to go through some of the changes that have been made since I made that last video. One of the big things is the user interface, so there's been just a lot on the visual design of the program overall. Starting with the most noticeable thing would probably just be this background. It's like a blue to green gradient. Up at the top bar, this has been redesigned quite a bit. It used to be a lot busier. It used to have a lot of text and a lot of different buttons, so it's been reduced quite a bit. And I can just walk through it very quickly. Over here, we've got the record button, the play button, the loop button. We can toggle on and off the metronome, which is a new feature since last time. Right here in the middle is the display showing you where you are in the song, which updates while you play the song and as you just move the play cursor like so. Right here we have the snap and swing, so you can toggle these on as well. To actually set the snap or the swing, you right click to bring up the menu, and that brings up all the various options. Same for swing. And then the last thing is here is the toggle all instruments selectable button. So I may have gone over this in the last video, but by default, only one instrument in each sort of group here is going to be visible and editable at a time. So let's just demonstrate that. I'm going to turn this instrument down a little bit. If I draw some notes and then go to another instrument, should have turned that down as well. You'll see that only one is fully visible, and then the others kind of grayed out. I can show when we edit the velocity, because the velocity editing UI has changed a bit as well. So I select the notes, edit the velocity. It looks like this now. Boom. I just want to change that one, exit that. You'll see that all the notes are also colored by their velocity when in this mode. If we were to press the toggle all instruments selectable button, we now see all the notes from all the instruments, and they're colored by a color that is associated with the individual instrument, and you see that color on the left-hand side here. So this grand piano is blue, that grand piano is red, and you see that here. Finishing off the top bar, we have what sound font file is loaded. Coming down here, we have your tempo and time signature. If you want to edit these dynamically throughout the song, you can press this little hourglass button that pops up, show the tempo track, or show time signature track. That brings up the timeline, and then you can edit the tempo or time signature during the song. Right? Groovy. And now this part is 3/4 time. Let's delete that. This main toolbar has been edited quite a bit. It used to be a series of individual buttons, but now it's all one contiguous panel. And also the pages area has been designed quite a bit. So pages has seen a lot of work. For a reminder, pages in Power Composer just means various sections of the song. So right now I just have one page. I can add a second page. I can add some notes. And then when I go back to the first page, when I play it and when the play cursor goes to the end, it goes to the next page. So this is the makeup of my entire song. There was an issue that I noticed when using the program previously that I felt although this is a neat feature, that it was a little bit too rigid. There weren't enough tools to manipulate the contents of pages. And I'll just show you what I added so that will make sense. So if you make a page, new page, and right here it's called page 3, right? And you add a bunch of notes, and you decide that actually this page would be better if it was split into 2. We can use this new page splitting feature. And boom, now it is 2 separate pages. If you want to undo that, of course, you can press Control-Z or Edit Undo to undo it. But if you would like to merge back these pages at some point in the future, when you are unable to undo, you can just go right here to the bottom and merge right, or I'm going to go to page 4 and merge left. And now we've got the previous page back. Another feature that's been added is the ability to archive a page. And I'll show you what that looks like before I explain it. So if I got this page here, right, if I made a beautiful song just like that, but then I decide, I don't actually know if I want this page to be a part of the song, but I don't want to delete it. You have the option to right-click this and press Archive. And now there is this bucket over here called Show Archive Pages, and that kind of just shows all these pages. So it's just like a bucket essentially to put your pages off to the side, right? And maybe I could just use this area to kind of come up with an idea, and then when I decide that I like that idea, I could just copy the contents and paste it over here. I also changed the UI when it comes to copying and pasting notes, and I'll show you what that looks like. If I edit notes here, I select them, and then I press Control-C, you'll see this little clipboard icon come into view, right? And that means that I have notes on my clipboard. And then, like previously, I could use my cursor to hover over an area of the song and then press Control-V to paste the notes, or right here, like so, like so. Or, if that's a little complicated, and you forget that you have to have your cursor exactly in the area where you want your notes to be, you can also go to the clipboard and just drag them out, like so. The last thing I'll mention really quick is that I added MIDI recording that used to not exist in the program. And I guess even though I think that's self-explanatory, I'll demonstrate how it works. So we can turn on the metronome. We can right-click this record to give us a few options. So I'm going to count in. I'm going to quantize the notes after I record. And then I'm going to press the record button. Beautiful song. And yeah, now that works. So that's all I wanted to cover for this update video. If you have any thoughts, please leave a comment below. You can also email me at this email address, powercomposerapp@gmail.com. I've also set up a Discord. It's empty at the moment, but I hope to grow it as I continue to work on this program and for when it eventually becomes available. It is not yet available to download anywhere quite yet. I'm still working to make that happen. Thank you so much for watching this video, and bye-bye.